Okay, so the difficulty scaling in Hunky's Abyss does kind of get a little dumb. So basically, when you're in like Agony, Agony 1, Agony 2, Agony 3, you're situated around the same difficulty, no matter if you're in Agony 1 or Agony 3. So you figure everybody in Agony 3 should basically be getting around like 800 extra points from the boss, and everybody in Agony 1 is probably getting around 2 to 300. Everybody in Agony 2 is probably getting like 5 to 800, right? Now, the problem is that the way the disturbance works is if the majority of the people clear it extremely fast, like 800 points, 700 points plus, the disturbance goes up, which means the difficulty increases without you necessarily moving on to the next bracket. Okay. I rarely see it go down unless it reaches like a cap or something, right? I mean, I think the highest I've seen the agony disturbance go up to is like 287. Now, here's the deal. The reason why I got kicked out of Red Lotus is because I cannot deal with like 350 disturbance. I can barely even deal with 280. So I'm going to be getting pissed off as a budget player if that thing keeps increasing over and over and over and over and over. I mean, I just can't deal with it. I mean, I'm going to get thrown out of my bracket because I just can't handle it, right? And that's the thing that bothers me about the disturbance is because what ends up happening eventually is if you can't clear one of the stages before the boss stage, you're going to miss out on a lot of points in your bracket just because you can't get to the boss stage. And that's a major problem with the Abyss. And it's personally why I like the old Abyss a little bit more, because there really wasn't necessarily like a timer on every single stage or anything like that. But that's kind of the reason why I hate the disturbance. And the easiest way to fix it is basically make a set difficulty on each tier. Agony 1, Agony 2, Agony 3, even have a separate difficulty on those, like 220 Agony 1, 250 Agony 2, 280 Agony 3. Red Lotus can be like 350, Nirvana can be like 450, and then those that are placed in Myriad go like 550. Those in Sinful, it would be like 120, 150, 180, and then you go to Agony. And then for the Unforgiven section, make that like 50 or even just straight up 0. I mean, I don't think it's that hard to do because you already do it in Memorial Arena. Now, albeit that is kind of the reason why I can clear Memorial Arena so easy, but it would be a lot more forgiving and a lot less annoying. Okay? Second thing with the difficulty that I didn't mention in the last part. When you release a new character, can you please stop making the weather effects situated around those characters? Elysia just came out, so you made every single Abyss situated around damage types. Not just physical damage, but damage types in general. Stop. The reason why I got up to Red Lotus is because when Fischl came out, every single Abyss was basically lightning damage. And my lightning damage is probably my strongest team, especially when they're being buffed. I mean, they were so strong that even when they were getting debuffed, they were still dealing more damage than my ranged physical team. That is probably just as strong. I mean, slightly less, but still just as strong. You know, especially when they're buffed. So, what? What? Mm-mm. And the same thing happens in Genshin Impact. Like, when Kazuha came out, they made a buff to Anemo characters. Right? Not only that, but the Spiral Abyss was also, guess what, situated around Anemo characters. Oh, I wonder why. Oh, right, because they want you to spend on Kazuha. Anybody see a problem with this? Mihoyo, this is what we call pay to win. And it is very annoying. Okay? Now, the reason why other gacha games are called pay to win is because they have PvP in them. And I mean PvP against player characters. Right? So imagine me using Hesher of Thunder against any other of the Mei battlesuits. That's what those other gacha games are. Okay? Who do you think is going to win? It definitely won't be those other Meis. I can guarantee you that right now. It'll be Hesher of Thunder. So if you don't have a Hesher of Thunder, sorry, you're screwed. That's why those other games are called pay to win. Do you know why yours is called pay to win? Because, you need a specific damage type for the Abyss. That just so happens to be the same thing as the unit on the banner. Pay to win much? Okay. And even the last Abyss that just ended yesterday was an ice damage. Guess who was on the banner? Oh, right, an ice damage unit. Very interesting, considering the fact almost all of the ice rank damage units are all S rank. Only one of those are two of those are farmable. I think you only have one A rank ice damage. Maybe a couple A rank freeze damage. But that's basically it. See a problem with this, Mihoyo? This is yet another frustration that I have. Anyways. Think we can finally move on to the gacha rates.
What have you done? I saw that! Those poor ducks! It was for the pigeons. Go away! I never want to see you again! Ever! I'm telling Mommy!